Hello and welcome to the 18th episode of our podcast HSV International. I'm Lennart, and with me, as usual, Philipp. Hi, Philipp.
Hi, Lennart. As usual is absolutely right, but today is nothing as usual because...
Yeah, nothing as usual. Everything special. For us, it's special because right now I'm here in Essen with Philipp.
Yes.
So, we had our Mallorca episode in person together and not online, but this is the first episode we are here currently in Germany together. So
Yes.
First episode for us I would say this environment.
That's true. And actually the first episode that we are recording whilst watching football. Because at the very moment we are watching the game between Belgium and Egypt.
Exactly, which brings us to our main topic of
Yes.
today. Because, we have a few HSV news, but as you obviously know as HSV supporters right now, it's very quiet around our club. Therefore, we have a huge, I would say, World Cup section today. And I'm looking very forward to that. We had a huge sensation an hour ago, right, Philipp?
An hour ago, yes. The game between Spain and Cape Verde. Amazing result for Cape Verde. It's a draw, 0-0.
Absolutely.
The first real surprise, I would say, huge surprise at least. Let's say it like this, because Qatar got the draw against Switzerland.
Yeah, and Australia won against Turkey. It
True.
was a huge surprise for me as well, but this is a complete sensation.
It is, absolutely.
This beats at least those results and maybe every World Cup result I've ever witnessed so far in my life.
I think also the reporter on television, he said it may be the biggest sensation ever in the World Cup. If that's true, I don't know, but at least it's a very, very huge sensation.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we will cover, yes, like you said, the World Cup, but don't be afraid. We will cover the World Cup out of the HSV perspective.
Exactly, because we have a lot of HSV involvement, which I'm wondering if every one of you know about every one of our involvements. I must admit, I wasn't aware of everyone.
Me neither. Absolutely not. But it's amazing to see this list, amazing persons on this list. So you can very much look forward to this part of our episode.
Absolutely. I saw presented it, therefore you might already read it.
True.
But if you're not, you will hear about it from us during this episode.
That's right. But let's first cover what has happened around our club in the past 1.5 weeks, because you said it, not too much, but a bit has happened. So, Lennart, first of all, there was the cup draw, the DFB-Pokal Auslosung, so the draw of the first round matches in Germany. The DFB-Pokal is the countrywide cup between professional football teams and amateur teams. So basically every club in Germany could qualify for the DFB-Pokal. And I think the lowest league team in this year's DFB-Pokal season might be a club from the 7th league, maybe. I don't know it.
Really? Is the 7th league team?
Or 6th league?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. We've got a 3rd league team. So it's not an easy draw, but obviously you have to win your first cup draw, your first cup match as a first league team. There can't be any doubt about that.
No, against SC Verl. It's a club that did not promote last year, but they were very close to promote.
Yeah.
Let's say until the last match day, I would say.
Something about that.
Yeah.
I think the game they've lost here in Essen.
They lost the game in Essen.
The deciding match for them.
True.
If they would have won, they would have at least chances for the relegation.
Yes, you're right.
Race.
And a fun fact, the coach from SC Verl is now the new head coach from
VfL Wolfsburg.
Exactly.
Which we talked a lot about in our recent episodes. But don't be afraid, Wolfsburg will not have a much time today.
No, absolutely not. But so we play against SC Verl, a very, very small stadium. I think it has a capacity of around 5,000 seats.
Was so little. I mean, I was in Verl, I think now 3 years ago, around that. And yeah, it is a small stadium, definitely. I would have thought it maybe about 8 or 9,000.
No,
just 5,000.
5,027 or something like this.
So little, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. The 10% that you usually get as the guest team for away supporters would be 500 tickets, which is ridiculous. I think they now announced that we will at least get double the amount. I think in detail would be 1,200 tickets that we will get.
Okay.
But it's very special. I think even a couple of years ago when we played against Sportfreunde Siegen, a club who then played, I think, 5th division, they went to another stadium, not their own one. Oh, I think it was even their own one, right? The stadium in Siegen?
It was the stadium in Siegen, but we didn't play against
you're right.
Siegen.
We played against TuS Ernstbrück.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
And they moved to the stadium of Siegen.
Exactly, yeah. And there they moved to a stadium which had 14,000 seats. So
yeah, now 8 years ago.
8 years ago, with 3 goals by Pierre-Michel Azoga.
Absolutely.
And I think 1 goal Vita Ab. May that be true?
Yeah, I think he scored 1 goal.
Yeah, however.
Beautiful stadium, by the way.
Beautiful stadium, yes. Reminds me a lot of Italy, to be honest. It's a large old stadium with a lot of concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other games of the DFB Pokal this season, just 4 that are quite interesting. We looked them up before, Lennart.
Yeah, for once we have Rot-Weiß Essen against our rival FC St. Pauli.
Yes, and I know that Essen supporters are very much looking forward to this game.
I believe that, and I think it will be a very close game. If I would have to make a guess, I would say Essen will win it.
Probably. And at the very moment, Egypt scored the 1-0 against Belgium.
A great goal as well.
Great goal. What did you bet? Did you make a bet, or what do you think now with the 1-0?
I mean, I made a bet. We talked about it before, but the Spain result already destroyed. Therefore, I don't have to take a look at that anymore. But I told you as well. I think still Belgium will win it 2-1.
Yeah, I also said 2-1 for Belgium. Let's see. Other 3 games of the DFB Pokal. We also wrote down Mannheim against Kaiserslautern. Just a huge derby down in the southwest region of Germany.
Yeah, huge rivalry. The last match was not very peaceful at the stands. Let's maybe keep it like that. The police will not look forward to that match.
No, absolutely not. But probably they will look forward on the match between Hamburg, HABC Hamburg, a regional club from Hamburg, against Borussia Dortmund. And last year, Dortmund also played against the Hamburg representative club. And they also went to the Volksparkstadion.
Yeah, and I still think they will do it as well.
Me too. Yeah, I think so too. So probably Borussia Dortmund will have the first round match, not against us, but in our stadium.
Yeah, so like 50,000 yellow shirts again in Hamburg. Yeah. Not a view I look forward to see, to be honest.
Absolutely not.
But yeah.
Let's see.
Maybe we might profit financial from it. So
yeah, probably.
If they give us enough money for Fabio Vieira, I'm fine.
That would be amazing. The last match we wrote down from the DFB Pokal, from the Cup, is Osnabrück against Bayern München. Third league. Oh no, they promoted to 2nd division.
Yeah, Osnabrück now 2nd division.
Second division against Bayern München. And both matches between Bayern München and Osnabrück and Dortmund and Hamburg will be in September once they play the Super Cup in August, when we would usually play the first round matches.
And Osnabrück has a very, very good record for the first round games. I mean, of course, against Bayern in September, I don't think they have a chance, but against a lot of teams, they would have one.
Yeah,
let's say.
definitely. And
So I'm
also,
looking very forward. No, I'm not looking forward. I'm glad that we don't play against
yeah,
Osnabrück, to be honest.
we can look forward that they play against Bayern.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Lennart, what happened around our club despite of the cup draw?
Yeah, just today, we announced a contract extension from Hannes Hermann, our goalkeeper. And in the same moment, Hamburg also revealed that he will be loaned to Regensburg for, I think, 1 season.
I think so too.
So hopefully he will play in the third league, get his minutes. I think it will not be easy. I think right now Julian Pottersbeck
I
is
think so
playing
too.
there. But yeah, let's see if he might get some minutes. So I wish him all the best for the next season.
Me too, of course. Nice that we extended the contract, but to be honest, we also extended the contract with Daniel Fernandez. We also have Sander Tangvik, so it might be probably impossible for him to get his minutes at our first team in the Bundesliga. So better for him to now extend the contract and then move elsewhere to get his minutes. Yeah, it's a great deal, I think, for both us and the player.
Absolutely. And something else, our center back Shafik Nandia also signed a professional contract.
Yes.
Also, I'm very happy for him. I mean, he will obviously play in the second team next season, I believe. But yeah, at least he has a professional contract. Maybe he gets some minutes.
Exactly.
Let's see about it.
Like he did against what was our last Freiburg. Yes,
Yeah.
Freiburg. Yeah, he get the minutes against Freiburg alongside Luis Lemke. Both very young talents. So looking forward to see him wearing our jersey in the Bundesliga more often. Other than that, there are some rumors, Lennart, for both either the side joining us and the side leaving us. So maybe first about the players that are in, let's say, negotiations with other clubs.
Yeah, I mean, we also already talked about Glatzel 2 weeks ago. In addition to that, we have now Daniel Fadli, which is not linked to a special club right now, I believe. Or have you read
No.
a special club? No, just that he might be interested to leave the club because he don't play as much as he wants to, and probably has a difficult next season as well, because there will be another player joining us, definitely, I think. Because Vuskovic will leave us, and yeah. And also we have Fabio Baldi. Right now, today, PSV Eindhoven was named, for example. In the past weeks, also some clubs of Portugal were mentioned, but yeah, we have to see about that. In case of Fabio Baldi, there's a huge amount of money mentioned as well, 6-7 million. Which would be very important.
Yeah, we would need them.
Yeah,
absolutely. We need to earn some money this summer.
Absolutely. Therefore, this might be a very good deal for us as well.
I think so too. Yeah, I would appreciate this transfer. Although I think it's a great player, he has amazing speed on the pitch.
Yeah,
but we need to make money now in order to be able to spend the money on Fabio Vieira. We also spend money for Albert Grönbeck, and we probably also need to spend money for a good center back now to replace Luka Vuskovic. So
yeah, and then we don't have any player for the left offensive side as well, because we still don't know what will happen to Dompe. Otero right now is leaving the club, so we have so many players we still need to sign.
Yeah, definitely. So we really urgently need this money.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, you could see at his goal against Freiburg why clubs are interested in him,
definitely.
What his strengths are. But right now, he's not constant enough. He's not showing us these moments, often enough. And therefore, we probably have to sell him to sign players which, help us right now.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. But then let's now have a look on which players we could invest the money in. if that's the correct grammar I used in English, but you know what I mean. So there is probably money to spend in summer. And Lennart, there are also some rumors about potential signings.
I mean, just like with Glatze, we also already talked about Fabio Vera 2 weeks ago. And here, in addition, we have Baum and Koda, 2 right backs, which might be rivals for Bakriata if they would arrive. Baum right now is playing in Frankfurt. He has played a very, very great season 2 years ago in Elversberg.
Yeah.
Last season was very difficult for him in Frankfurt. Couldn't really play as much as he wanted. Just a few minutes. He was injured as well. And therefore, I've read so far he don't want to be loaned and just sold. And this might be difficult. I've read something about 5 million.
Yeah, I think so too.
Something about that.
And this would be, let's say, fair when you have a look at his market value. I think the market value is around 4 million. So this, I mean, you see it. We would get maybe 6 or 7 million for Fabio Balde. And if we now want to spend them for a new right back, it would instantly need 4 to 5 million to get one appropriate player. So yeah, and then almost all money is gone already. So yeah, it will be a tough summer.
Absolutely, because the situation with Koda is quite similar.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a great last season in Paderborn.
Yeah.
But because of that, he won't be really cheap as well.
Yeah.
So I believe you have to spend at least 5 million for him as well.
Yeah, probably. And then, like we said already, Fabio Vieira, he would cost more than 10 million, which would be a lot of money. But I think we both agree that it would be worth it to spend this amount of money for Fabio Vieira.
If you have the money, you have to spend it on him.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we also thought that that Emanuel Ferrei could be an option of a player who could be sold to get some money. And there actually was the chance for Elversberg to buy him, but they did not want to spend this amount of money for him. I think in the room were about 1.5 million, maybe 2 million.
I've read something about 1.5 million, the same amount they paid us for Poreba.
Yeah, they paid us for Poreba, and imagine 1.5 million. They did not want to buy him for 1.5 million. Even if they did, we would basically need to sell Ferrei 3 times in order to get right back. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see how this will turn out. But so far about rumors, maybe quick add on about season tickets, because last week the HSV concluded the season ticket extension period, let's say like this. And we, both of us, Lennart, as season ticket holders, had the possibility to extend our season ticket, which we, of course, did. So also next year, we both have our season tickets, although I, of course, will borrow it to friends who will then go to the stadium, because like I announced last time, will spend most of my year in Italy. So yeah, but nevertheless, we both extended our season tickets. Amazing. And news about the HSV first squad as well. The club announced 2 training camps over the past 2 weeks. The first one in Denmark without a test match or a friendly match. And the second one will be actually in Austria. And they will have a friendly match against Rapid Wien in Vienna. And I think it's 20th or 21st of July. And yeah, like you know, Lennart, and probably also our listeners know, I've been to Vienna like 2 weeks ago. And
yeah, I mean, we've recorded the interview with Paul.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it would be a great option to revisit Vienna once more. I'm unfortunately not able to get some days off in July.
Yeah, it will be pretty difficult for me as well, but let's see. But if it's announced when it will be 100% sure if it will be on the 20th or 21st.
Yeah, let's see. But
then
at least
see about it. But
at least Paul can represent us there.
Yeah, I really hope you will.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Then we will have the second interview with Paul.
There will be no excuse if you don't.
No.
Not for him.
No. Yeah, and then finally on 2nd of July, the league, the DFL, will publish the new season schedule. So then we know against whom we will play when, basically on the weekends, meaning, for example, for the very example, Mari Vuskovic will be able to play, I think, at 21st of November, which will be the, say, I don't know, 8th, 9th, 10th match day. And this is one of the matches that I will definitely attend, even though I will then need to come from Italy. But I'm very much looking forward, in particularly this match day.
Yeah.
And let's see if it may be, for example, against Werder Bremen or against Bayern München. So yeah, excited already on the publishing of the
Absolutely. I mean,
schedule.
I just hope it will be a home game.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is the only wish I have for him, that he
yeah,
will have his first game in Hamburg,
yeah, absolutely.
Volkspark Stadium, and receives the support of the fans on the pitch, which was shown during the last 4 years.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
So I'm looking so forward to see him again.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. It will be amazing. So yeah, but like it's always, you now wait for the schedule and you hope that the matches against Bremen, the matches against Bayern, the matches against other clubs, will be on a nice weekend, let's say, Gabius. And you always pay attention, especially to the games before Christmas, because then you know which cities you will visit before Christmas, and where you can go to the Christmas market. You know, and maybe you play in southern Germany in summer, then you know it will be warm and nice weather.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
probably we will play in Freiburg, and you will be in Freiburg then, let's say in September or October. Then we can meet there with nice weather.
I mean, we had great weather in Munich last season.
Yeah,
so
true.
This was very, very
in
nice.
September. Yeah. 14th of September. Remember this day very well. Yeah.
So let's see about that. I'm looking very forward to see our first and large match days of the season every year, especially the last one, because in Germany, the last season is last match days, every game is played on the same time. So on the 2nd of July, we know exactly when we play.
Yeah.
Against who.
And I can already book transportation.
And you can already book transportation, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, all of us can then, but
but for you it might be a little
bit more
important next year. Yeah,
okay.
but that's our news so far.
So now let's come to the probably bigger topic of this episode, to the World Cup in North America, in 3 countries, Canada, United States, and Mexico. Then did you see the opening match in Mexico last Thursday?
No, I couldn't see the opening match. I didn't saw it. But I saw other matches, obviously, so far. But did you saw it?
Yes, I saw it. I did not see the entire opening ceremony, but I did see the match, and this stadium is just amazing. I mean, now we could spend a lot of time here to criticize the FIFA about their, let's say, omnipresent, is it a valid word in English as well? The little bit slightly too present logo of the FIFA during the whole, let's say, even tournament so far, because I can't remember that the FIFA was always that present during the past tournaments, especially with this huge banner that depicted the FIFA on top of the pitch. Let's say, I think it was like in 10 meters above the circle in the middle of the field. It was insane. I don't know. It's not the feeling that the game and really the football is in the middle of the whole thing anymore. It's more FIFA. It's more the countries, maybe. I don't know. It's not the football, which is the most important. At least it seems like this.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. But at least when the match begins with the kickoff, you can, at least for me, you can ignore every, I would say, sound apart from that, and just concentrate on the sport. At least I can, and
at least we can do that.
And therefore, I really enjoyed most of the matches I saw so far.
Yeah, and there were some amazing ones so far. Like you said, Spain against Cape Verde earlier, but also the game from our country, Germany, 7-1 against Curacao. Also an amazing match. But I especially enjoyed watching the the highlights, because it was during the night here, from Ivory Coast against Ecuador.
Yeah, two very, very good sides. A great game. Netherlands, Japan as well, especially the second half during that game. But I must admit, even if I was more interested in Netherlands, Japan, as you know, I think the match between the Ivory Coast and Ecuador was even better.
Yeah, I think for now, as of now, when we record now, Belgium against Egypt, first round game, I think until now, best game of the World Cup.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast against Ecuador.
I would say so as well.
Yeah. So so far so good, Lennart. We have 3 nominated players from our HSV squad participating in the World Cup. Who are they?
Exactly. Luka Vuskovic, Miro Muheim, and Sander Tangvik. And I think everyone of our listeners knew about that.
Because we said it like for the past 5 episodes or so, right?
Absolutely. And even without us, they would probably have known that.
Of course. But unfortunately, no Nicolas Capaldo. So
Yeah.
sad about it.
That's true. He had really hopes.
Valid hopes.
Valid hopes as well. There were some journalists in Argentina who already told that he would have his place secure.
Yeah.
And there was a huge, you can say shitstorm.
Over there. On one journalist in particular.
Yeah, absolutely. And very sad about that. But
he will get his chance for the next World Cup.
I really hope so.
At least also in 2 years when they play their cup in North America or South America. Then he'll have the chance to participate in a big tournament, and then hopefully in 4 years with good Leistung, what is it, Lennart? Performance, yes, thank you. In the Bundesliga at HSV, then he can participate in the next World Cup. But back to the 3 players who are actually participating. The first one already played, Miro Muheim, against Qatar. And probably also you, or dear listeners, already saw the match, or at least the highlights, the summary. Was it a good first performance of Miro Muheim, Lennart?
Let's say it was very unfortunate.
Yes, thank you.
So
I would say so too.
He didn't play the first 89 minutes. Then he got into the game.
And I was so happy for him. I really had a big smile on my face.
Yeah.
It was so nice to see him standing there, to see him, because we all knew that it's a huge thing for him to participate in the World Cup. Then the first contact, it was amazing. Great passes. I was so happy for him. And then I think 2 or 3 minutes before the game would have been concluded.
5 minutes after he got into the game and 3 minutes before it ended, he lost the decisive duel in the air against the Qatar attacker, and
was also kind of responsible that Switzerland only drawed against Qatar. I mean, Lennart, if it were the 2 of us, we would, of course, not have been better than Miro Muheim.
Definitely not. No.
And it's obviously not us who are able to criticize, so we would never do it. But just very formal description of the situation. He could have made 1 or 2 steps more towards the ball, could maybe have a bit more aggressive in this duel. Then he might have protected the Switzerland from conceding this goal.
Yeah, I believe you can defend it, but nevertheless, he didn't do it in that moment. And like I said, a very unfortunate situation.
Very unfortunate
for him, for Switzerland, and
he will be the unluckiest person on the whole pitch after the game. He will be
absolutely.
Yeah. He will have been so sad, and will have been. That's also an interesting grammar choice. No, but you know what I mean. When he sat on the ground, I was just thinking what he might be thinking at this very moment. And I was feeling with him. And you will know that, Lennart, because Miro Muheim for years is one of my absolute favorite players. And I still love how he plays football, especially with his left foot, how he controls the ball, how he makes the crosses into the box. It's an amazing player. But at this time, it was so unfortunate, like you said. But nevertheless, he made the first appearance on the World Cup. Amazing. And let's hope that the next 2 games will be better. Yeah, I really hope he will get another chance, because especially offensive,
that he can make an impact in a good way as well.
Yeah, definitely. Let's hope, like you said, that he will get the chance to do so.
Mhm.
I think who will be the other group opponents, Lennart?
From Switzerland?
Yeah. Okay, we need to find it out. But you can go ahead with the new with a new bullet point that we made us, Lennart.
Yeah, because we have, like you already said, a lot of HSV involvement
Yes.
during that tournament. And I mean, we already talked now about the current HSV players, but we have a lot of ex-HSV players as well. And now we have the group, Canada and Bosnia.
Canada and Bosnia, yeah.
So
who also drawed actually.
also drawed.
Their
Also,
first game.
the whole group drawed. So
Yeah,
everyone won.
Yeah, still all on the same track. So yeah. Probably the matches against Canada and Bosnia will be harder than compared against Qatar. But nevertheless,
You would think so, yeah.
Everything's possible. So now, Lennart, like I said, we can transition to the next point. So the next, now in brackets, former HSV player who's also participating in the World Cup.
Exactly. Someone who was very, very loved by our supporters.
Oh, yes.
Ivica Olic.
Yeah.
Who is assistant coach in Croatia.
Amazing, isn't it?
So
alongside Luka Vuskovic.
Alongside Luka Vuskovic, so 2 HSV players involved with the Croatia national team. So good luck for them on Wednesday against England. Let's hope that they have a better start than Miro.
Yes, but
or Spain or a lot of other nations so far.
Brazil.
But Brazil 1-1 against Morocco.
It's not a bad result.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Of course, it's okay. Yeah, but let's see about that. Ivica Olic, and who is next, Philipp?
Yeah, let's do it a bit like a quiz so that our listeners can guess with us. I mean, we of course know it now, but the next person is alongside Miro Muheim on the, let's say, in terms of the country, because he was a former HSV official in, Lennart, when was it? I think 2017-18 in this season when we were relegated.
Yeah, when we were relegated, we had Heribert Bruchhagen.
Yes, that's true, but wasn't he jumping in as a coach? I know that he was a coach when we played in Leverkusen. Wasn't he following on?
Oh yeah, that's
wasn't
true.
he following on not Joe Sinbauer, on Bernd Hollerbach? Probably our listeners know now who he is, and we can check it after the episode. It's Peter Knebel, who is the sports boss of Switzerland right now, and probably some of you know the thing about his backpack or his bag in general, because he once forgot his bag, which included the payrolls of all HSV players in a public park in Hamburg, which went viral in media and newspapers across Germany and probably also around the world. Let us know. Would be interesting to know.
Yeah, that's true. And obviously in Germany, you had to read about it.
It was impossible.
Every football fan in Germany knew about this.
And knew the salary of basically all of our players.
Yeah. Not the best moment of his career.
No, remarkable. You really reminds when I read his name, I always think about this thing, you know.
Yeah.
So, very unfortunate. But then, despite of Ivica Olic and Peter Knebel, we have some other former HSV players. Lennart, center back in Germany.
So right now we have players who are still playing for their teams. They are coming next. So, like you said, center back, Germany.
Huge talent back then, came from our youth teams.
Exactly.
Was, on loan for Fortuna Düsseldorf.
Mm-hmm. Transferred to Leverkusen and is a key player in the German defense. So,
and you may have guessed it, meanwhile, it is, Lennart,
Jonathan Tah.
Exactly. German center back, very important player, not only for the national team, but also for Bayern Munich.
Yeah, but I think so. We can say that, definitely.
So let's say what's in there for Jonathan Tah. Of course, we hope that there might be a bit more than compared to other teams. And especially one of our let's say, most loyal listeners, Mark, will probably, would be very, very happy if Jonathan Tah will play a great tournament. I would also be very happy if another person would play a grand tournament, namely a guy who played for us, Lennart, when?
This must have been in the season 2019-20.
Yes, would have said the
In
same.
the second league, center midfield. You can say defensive midfield if you want.
Yeah.
Played just one season for us. Came from TSG Hoffenheim.
Two, the second team.
Yeah, the second team.
Or maybe even the first youth team.
I also think he played the youth team,
Was the captain there. And
also the captain for the Belgian youth national team.
As well, I think so too, yes. Yeah. So also back then was, for all of us, incredible that we got him for a little amount of money, right? If not without money at all.
I think his contract ended and we've got him for free.
It's insane. Retrospective is insane because he's now a very expensive player playing
definitely
at Aston Villa in England. And Lennart, who is it?
Amadou Onana.
Yes, and
I really enjoyed playing for us.
Yeah, amazing.
I mean, we got a very good amount of money after one season for him.
Yeah.
So it's all definitely okay to sell him, do that same as well. But he was a great player for us during that time.
Definitely. And the thing with Amadou Onana was that we also received money after he transferred to first.
Many times.
Yeah, many times. Exactly. First, he transferred to Lille in France. And then from Lille, I think he went to Aston Villa, right? I think so. And for both transfers, he
transferred first to Everton and then
to
from Everton.
Yeah, right. Better for us because with every transfer we got money. So let's hope that he will still change clubs one more time. I think it's always in rumor that he transfers to Manchester United. I think it used to be the case that they were bidding around 60 million for Amadou Onana.
Yeah, but I don't know if he still would get money because we only get a percentage of the money. I think
they earn on top of the.
Yeah, but they will get we get percentage of percentage. Therefore, if he, let's say, would transfer now for 60 million to Manchester United, we might get 10,000 euros or something like that, because now it's so less that we would receive that.
Probably, but
it
never
don't really matter anymore, I think.
Nevertheless, a great player, and I think Lennart, is he even playing there at the very moment? I did not check the formation, to be honst. But I think, isn't he there? Oh, I think so too.
Yeah,
I think he was playing there.
Yeah, besides Tielemans, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So Amadou Onana for Belgium, and we got another player that we once transferred, who also brought us a lot of money after his initial transfer. I mean a player that were relegating with us from Bundesliga to the second Bundesliga, and who actually played the first season with us, who now made his World Cup debut for one of the probably strongest nations in World Cup history. If not the strongest nation in World Cup history.
If you would say about the history, I think you have to say the strongest nation. I mean, they are record champion, so there is not many arguments against that. So maybe you already know now which one we need. If you need another hint, here's left back.
Now
plays in Russia.
And this must have been the final hint.
Yeah.
If not, if you don't know it so far, he made a brilliant goal at the Milan tour in St. Pauli when we won there 4-0. He made one goal, and his name is Lennart.
Douglas Santos.
Yes, and he transferred to Zenit St. Petersburg directly from us, right?
Directly from us. Still playing
for, let's say, 8 million, kind of.
I think it was 12. 12 at the end, maybe with.
I think so, with Boni.
Yeah, with the Boni.
Yeah, let's say later and deferred payments. And then now he's still playing in Russia. We were discussing it earlier, Lennart.
Yeah.
But like we said, still playing in Russia, and he's collecting title after title with Zenit St. Petersburg, and we receive money for every title that he wins with Zenit St. Petersburg, which is amazing. We still earn money with him. Great deal. Who was the sports director back then? Was it Ralf Becker?
Must have been Ralf Becker, yeah.
If not Jonas Bolt, one of them. Because Ralf Becker was the first sports director we had.
Yeah, Bolt came directly after that.
Exactly. So
I think we sold him very early.
I think so.
So
either Ralf Becker or Jonas Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
But so Douglas Santos, his 8th appearance overall in a Brazilian national team. So still very young national team player, but nonetheless, a great one. Then we have some more players, Lennart. Next betting game.
So the next one will play for or is playing for Austria.
True. He used to be also for us a striker.
Played for us, but a lot of games in midfield as well.
True. And
maybe most of them.
Probably most of them, yes.
At least in Hamburg, yeah.
I think we got him from VfL Bochum.
Mm-hmm.
A very tall player.
Yeah.
Now again playing in the Bundesliga.
Exactly. I think he's playing now for the same team where we sold him.
Did we sell him to Augsburg? No, we can sell him.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Didn't we sell him to another club? I don't remember it, to be honest. We need to check it later.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, we talk about Lennart.
Michael Gregoritsch.
Yes, also a great player. I remember his North Derby goal in Bremen.
Oh yeah, the free kick, which was slightly deflected.
Yeah, but amazing player. I loved him, and I know that for Bochum supporters, they also liked him because he played a great season in Bochum back then. And also Austria likes him. Also Augsburg liked him because they signed him in the winter transfer window.
Mm-hmm.
He also directly scored his goals back in the Bundesliga. So yeah, great deal for Augsburg.
I remember he was linked to us strongly. In the winter transfer period as well.
True. But then we decided for Damien Downs, and Gregoritsch went to Augsburg. But I think Augsburg just also paid better, right? I don't think that we could keep up with Augsburg, unfortunately.
Not financially. You would have, I don't know which club he would have preferred, but I think financially Augsburg is still paying better. Yeah.
Unfortunately. Now, next player, a very controversial player back then when he played for Hamburg.
Well, I think when he played for us, everyone loved him.
Yeah.
The problem was the way he left.
And
now probably everyone knows it without us mentioning the nation.
And it wasn't, but we have to say that it was the same pattern with us that he also used with Milan. Because he then transferred, from us to Leverkusen, from Leverkusen to AC Milan, and from AC Milan he transferred to Inter Milan, which is absolute ridiculous transfer.
These are difficult situations because when he transferred from AC Milan to Inter, the contract terminated, and therefore you can't really compare it.
Agree
to the transfer from us.
Okay.
I mean, it is very difficult because of the club.
Exactly. I had it differently in my mind, but nevertheless, it's still different. It's still a hard thing to do, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's like these both clubs also hate each other. I don't know how I can compare it, but it's just an insane rivalry, and to transfer from one club to the other club, it's insane. The funniest thing is that AC Milan, the season afterwards, won the title, which was amazing.
Absolutely, and he was leaving the club with the sentence, he wants to win titles, and therefore he has to leave. And
it's amazing.
Just the season after that, and I remember because I really liked AC Milan. The Milan fans celebrating in the city after that because they were in the title fight against Inter. And I think almost every second chant was against Çalhanoğlu.
Yes,
so
was amazing.
They didn't forget about that.
No, and neither do we forget about it. It's still a player. I remember his first time when he played in Hamburg. Heiko Westermann took a great slide tackle against Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Do you remember this? It was amazing.
I mean, we broke a record in that match.
because of noise, right?
Yeah, the noise record.
Yeah.
Because the whole stadium was just against him. So
screaming and it was insane. Yeah, but now you already heard his name, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, playing for Turkey, and some people even say that Turkey is a hidden favorite of the tournament, which I mean, of course, after the match in against Australia, would not sign more. I mean, great team, Arda
they have
Güler
great
and
players.
other players. It's
they have a very difficult qualification.
Yeah,
and I don't know what's the problem with that team is that they don't bring it on the pitch because they have amazing players.
They do.
One of them is Hakan Çalhanoğlu, obviously. You have Arda Güler, you have Yildiz from Turin. A lot of great players. Demiral as center back, great as well. So.
Definitely. So yeah, let's see whether they are able to secure the last 6 points in their group. And I think, Lennart, out of the 48 teams that participate in the World Cup, I think 32 make it to the next round. So even I think the 8, say 6, I don't know.
No, the 8 best.
The 8 best, third of the groups.
8 from 12.
8 from 12. So yeah, probably it's enough to become third of your group to qualify for the next round. So let's see. It's not done, even though you've lost the first match. Lennart, then a special thing. There are 2 players playing for the same nation, both former HSV players, both attackers.
Yeah, but with very different time periods in Hamburg.
That's right. One used to play with us in the first division.
And for many years.
In
Hamburg as well. Not for the first team, but he came as a very young player to us.
Exactly. And one player, the other one, was on loan when we were playing the second division.
Exactly. So they're playing for South Korea.
And now you should probably know at least the first player.
At least one, yeah.
Because he's probably the biggest legend in South Korean football. May that be true? I mean, we probably don't know enough about the history, but when it comes to recent history, he may have...
Recent one, definitely, but there was a very famous South Korean player playing for Manchester United.
Oh, wait. Name him.
Ji-sung Park.
Ah, true. Okay.
And I know that he was a huge, huge legend. So I'm not sure.
You're right.
If you compared... you really need to ask someone from South Korea to answer that.
But Lennart, I was in South Korea like 2 years ago. And
during that time, obviously, you're in
Of course. But I sat in a restaurant there together with my girlfriend and another couple. We spent some weeks in China with friends, and then our girlfriends visited us, and we had 2 more weeks in Asia. Then we went to South Korea and Japan. And we sat down in Seoul in a small restaurant, and we're talking in German. And then there was a South Korean guy sitting next to us, just eating his noodle soup, and was very eager in listening to us because we were talking German. And he was like, and you saw it, that he was always looking to us and trying to follow our conversations. It was very interesting to see. Also funny because he looked so nice and he was enjoying to listen to us, and you could see it. And then he came to us, sat close to us, and was like in English then. He was asking something like, where are you from? And we said Germany. And he then asked whether we football supporters. And then I said, I am, because actually the other couple is not, and my girlfriend is also not very into football, let's say like this. Lennart, you know it because she was saying it before we were recording this episode. Then he was asking whether we support football. And then, of course, it was interesting for me to talk to him. And I was like, yes, we do. I do support Hamburg. And then his eyes were turning gold. They were shining. And, oh, you support Hamburg. Heung-min Son. And I was like, Heung-min Son, he used to play for us. And like a couple of years ago, was a great player. And I saw him a lot of times. And he was like, what? You saw Heung-min Son? He always says Son Heung-min.
Yeah.
Because they say it the other way around like this. And then we talked for a long time, actually. And I mean, not too long, unfortunately. Would have enjoyed to talk to him longer. But I mean, the others were bored by our conversation. They're not into football. And I was just basically talking to the South Korean guy in the restaurant because it was so interesting to hear his perspective. Because he, of course, knew Hamburg. And he said he followed all the games with Heung-min Son and when he used to play for Hamburg. And he also remembered the game against Dortmund where Heung-min Son scored 2 goals. And in both the first match of the season and the second match in Dortmund.
Yeah.
I think the first match he scored at least 1 goal, which was basically the same
As
the second goal in the second game. Was amazing, an amazing conversation. So at least when it comes to modern history of South Korean football, probably Heung-min Son is a greater player, but when it comes in comparison to Yushin Park, yeah, we are probably not the right persons to judge on this. Both are huge legends.
Yeah, I think you definitely can say that. But we have a second
South
Korean player, ex-HSV South Korean player.
Who is Lennart?
Hee Chan-wang.
And he scored his first goal against, you remember?
Dynamo Dresden.
Yes,
in Dresden.
Great goal.
Yeah. Late goal.
Yeah, again.
But a very, very beautiful one.
Yeah, definitely.
Sadly, he didn't really let many goals follow after that.
No, I think one more against Ingolstadt. I think it was against Ingolstadt. Yeah, but nevertheless, amazing. I think it was his first game against Dresden. Or
I think so,
one of the very early ones that we saw. Then we thought, oh, great player. And then he could not keep up with his first statement that he really did against Dynamo Dresden.
Which still kind of confused me because he performed in every other club he played.
Absolutely. Directly afterwards, he was transferring to Wolverhampton, I think, right? In England?
Was directly after that?
I think so. Or was it, did he went back to Salzburg?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they thought him directly, but he was playing very well for Salzburg. He played great in the Premier League as well. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know why it didn't work out so for him in Hamburg. But yeah, these are the two South Korean players, which not concludes the players. We have 2 players still, but we come to them later because of a very special reason.
Yeah.
Now we come back to assistant coaches.
Yeah, for Ivory Coast.
Exactly. First of all, congratulations for the win.
Great win against Ecuador.
As Germans, we can't really wish them all the best for the next game on Saturday when they're playing Germany.
Yes. But Lennart, when did this new assistant coach played for us? Which seasons?
Oh, wow. How long? When transferred?
Give an estimate, roughly.
Well, roughly, he left us maybe 2000 and don't know, 10, 11?
Okay, but it used to be like 16 years ago. He was a player that when you look him up on YouTube, you find great videos from Guy Demel alongside. No, I now said his name.
Now you said his name, yeah.
Now I said his name, but alongside Timothy Atuba, our, let's say, right and left backs back then, right? Guy Demel and Timothy Atuba. Yeah, great defenders. And Guy Demel is now assistant coach at the Ivory Coast.
Yeah, and a great right back during his prime at Hamburg. I really love to see him play. So I remember he made a very, very great goal against Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I know that one. Great player. And bit before my time to be in the stadium. But I remember seeing him on television. Of course, that was the time when I turned HSV fan, or became a HSV fan. Now, let's come to 2 very special combinations. Let's say it like this, because first of all, we always had kind of a connection with the Netherlands at HSV, Lennart.
Exactly, which really helped, like maybe called it like that I really like the national team of Netherlands still.
Yeah.
And even if we right now don't have a current national player, but when I became HSV fan, we had Rafael van der Vaart, we had Nigel de Jong. After that, they was Ruud van Nistelrooy, Joris Matthijssen.
Ludovic Reis. Now, a bit younger history.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So great players for the Netherlands. And yeah, but
there are 2 of our former Dutch players who are actually on the staff for the Dutch national team.
Exactly. One assistant coach and
one sports director. And did both of them play together or not? I think not.
No, at least not for us. I mean, they were at the national team playing together, but they were not playing in the same time at Hamburg.
Yes, so maybe you already know about it, but I think the first player who played for Hamburg played in the Bundesliga after the second player left us. You get what I mean? We will reveal it now. Let's reveal it. So Nigel de Jong used to play at Hamburg before Ruud van Nistelrooy played for Hamburg.
Exactly.
Then Ruud van Nistelrooy left us, and Nigel de Jong came back into the Bundesliga. To which club, Lennart?
I think Nigel de Jong went to Mainz.
To Mainz 05, exactly. Then he played in the Bundesliga again after Ruud van Nistelrooy left us. And both are now part of the Dutch national team staff. Ruud van Nistelrooy is an assistant coach.
Yeah, I saw him during at the bench.
Against
Japan. Yeah.
And Nigel de Jong is current sports director of Netherlands.
I didn't saw him, to be honest. I'm not sure if he was maybe shown at the stands, but if so, then I didn't recognize him in a few seconds. But like I said, Ruud van Nistelrooy was definitely shown.
Amazing.
He made himself public when he was shouting at the players.
Yeah, and he meanwhile became a very successful coach as well, right? Ruud van Nistelrooy?
Yeah, he was a head coach in Manchester United, PSV Eindhoven. I'm not sure that he had some other clubs as well, at least one other.
Probably. I don't know.
Went to another Premier League team. I'm not sure. Was it Leicester City after Manchester?
Yeah, could be Leicester, but he
was
got
linked to us.
now, right?
He was linked to us and got a Premier League job.
Yeah, true.
During that time. But I think he was not so bad at Manchester. He had But I think at Leicester it wasn't really successful. He was sacked pretty early. Yeah,
that's true. But now, Lennart, let's wrap it up with the most we're about to say ridiculous combination of former HSV representatives, but it's not even ridiculous. It's just huge. It's interesting. It's amazing. This combination, I would have never expected it. But there are so many people involved. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 former HSV players at the same nation. Let's not name the nation so far.
One isn't a former HSV player. He was just a staff member.
Just a staff member.
And 4 former players, yeah.
4 former players.
And 1 former staff member, yeah.
One of the former players played with us in the second division. And is still playing, but not for us. One is also still playing, but you never used to play for our first team, only for our youth teams. One center back, maybe we can at least name the position, played with us in the Bundesliga back then, before we were relegating back to second division. Not back. We were relegating to second division because we have never been there before. And then there is another very interesting staff member who is Lennart, who was assistant coach in Hamburg. He's now assistant coach as well. Yeah. But obviously not in Hamburg anymore. But he was assistant coach during the time our head coach was Miro Slomka. Mirko Slomka. Sorry. Yeah, I can imagine that you always have Miro in there.
Yeah, obviously. Because we talked today so much about Miro Muheim. Yeah. No, obviously Mirko Slomka, I'm sorry.
Yeah, amazing. So 5 people with very different backgrounds. Amazing combination. And we are talking about, Lennart, which nation?
Bosnia,
yes. So. And who are the involved people?
And will play Miro Muheim.
Yeah, they will play Miro Muheim. Absolutely.
And Peter Knebel.
Yes. But no one from Canada, no former HSV.
No. And Qatar as well.
No. Okay, so first of all, the former player who played with us in the second Bundesliga is probably the most easy one, Denis Hadzikadunic, who was supporting us and helping us returning to Bundesliga. Great player. Is now playing in Italy, I guess, right? for Genova.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
He's in Italy. Then, Lennart, it is the former youth player with us, is now playing in
the Bundesliga.
Yes. And his name is
Demirovic.
Yes, he always says when he returns to, for example, St. Pauli, that his family, or even when they play against HSV, that his family is still living in Hamburg, and that he enjoys that when he scores against St. Pauli, because his family is supporting HSV.
Yeah, maybe he will help us solve our striker problem.
Maybe.
So I really like him. He's a very good striker. So wouldn't be so angry if he would come back to Hamburg.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
But there is a new rumor, so don't misunderstand me.
No.
This is just because of the Hamburg connection.
And he would probably be a bit too expensive. But
probably that as well, yeah.
Let's see. Who's the coach of the team then? Because that's the other staff member.
Exactly. Now we have a head coach, Sergei Barbares.
Great. And the assistant coach of Mirko Slomka is probably the one that, we did not know him before, right? Or did you know him? The name was kind of familiar, but I have no face.
I knew him, but I didn't really had in mind anymore that he is now assistant coach at Bosnia.
Me neither. And his name is?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yes. Used to be assistant coach of Mirko Slomka. And the last one, now being technical director. That's also crazy, isn't it?
Before we review the name, could you have ever imagined, if you remember the player, that he would get a job as a technical director?
Absolutely not.
Maybe as an MMA fighter or something like that, but not as a technical director.
Yeah. Wasn't he fighting against Kyriakos Papadopoulos in our cabin, in the locker room?
Yeah.
There was
I think it was Papadopoulos, yeah.
Papadopoulos against
Emil Spajic.
Yeah.
And this is not the only story with Emil Spajic,
let's
say, confronting another player of his own team.
There were multiple ones, but
I think this was the reason we got him from Leverkusen during that time.
I think so too, because
he was a really key player for Leverkusen as well.
Yeah. And they wanted to get rid of him, and we took him. Great player. And nevertheless, beside of the pitch, has had his difficulties, and is now a technical director of Bosnia. The team drawed their first match against Canada, so let's see what's in for Bosnia. Probably also they kicked out Italy in the qualifiers.
Yeah, so. And obviously Qatar got a point against Switzerland, but still they were much weaker team. Switzerland was a lot better during the game. So and if you imagine that they win against Qatar, they have 4 points, and this will be enough. Definitely enough.
Yeah. Let's see how it will turn out in the World Cup. We now are through our HSV involved representatives, let's say like this. Many people involved, many that we would have never in our mind, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's an amazing overview, I would say. Very special people involved. Imagine Emir Spajic, technical director of Bosnia, or I don't know, Peter Kner with Sportsworth for Switzerland.
Baramovic, assistant coach.
Yeah. So this whole Bosnia thing is just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Hatzikadunic and Barbares, I had both of them in mind, but
true.
Not the other three.
No, me neither. But especially Emir Spajic, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was basically our World Cup HSV preview. Let's say it like this. In the next episodes, we will, of course, keep you updated on what happened to our HSV representatives there. Our next episode will be published in 2 weeks, Lennart. What will we cover there?
We will cover the home group phase, because we will record our episode after the last group game will be played.
Yeah.
And therefore we we'll review the group stage, and obviously give a preview on the knockout stage as well, because during that time we will know which team will be facing which one, and obviously the whole you call it tournament tree as well.
Yeah.
In Germany it's Turnierbaum. Therefore you will know which team you will have to face if you win, and so on and so on. So very interesting way. I like it a lot. So yeah. And obviously current HSV news if they are some as well, like usual.
Absolutely. And so until then, it's a very special weekend ahead for us because you know that we are here from the North Rhine-Westphalia region in Germany. It's in the western part. And we are roughly 300 kilometers away from Hamburg. But on the weekend, there will be a very special thing. One regional fan club here in Germany just set up a regional meeting from all the HSV fan clubs here in this area. Namely, it will happen in Cologne. There will be a huge concert on Friday from the HSV band Abschlag, who are in charge of our songs, I would say, because they are so good.
Of a lot of songs, definitely.
A lot of songs they are responsible and made the song Mein Hamburg liebe ich sehr, as well as many other ones that are also played throughout the match day. Great band. And they will come from Hamburg to Cologne to celebrate with us the great club HSV in our region. It's amazing. Imagine 300 kilometers away, Lennart. Concert from the band on Friday. And then what happens on Saturday?
On Saturdays, there will be a joint football tournament from a lot of HSV fan clubs. I'm not sure if everyone will be participating.
I think there are 10 or 12 HSV fan
12
clubs.
fan clubs are participating. I'm not sure how many were invited, but at least 12 will be participating. Our fan club as well.
Yeah.
So looking very forward to Saturday. And
yeah, it's amazing. Imagine there will be 5 people playing for each fan club, which are then 60 people. And then every fan club
if you don't count players who might be substitution.
Exactly. So let's count 7 or 8 times 12, which is then roughly 100. Then it's every fan club brings their other 10 to 15 or 20 more people. So maybe we are more than 1,000 people there, which is amazing. And
yeah, probably. Our fan club has around 50 members.
Yeah.
And we are not the
largest one.
Therefore, let's see how many HSV fans we will see on Saturday.
Yeah, it's amazing. And you have to think about it. The last remark on this, the fan club in Cologne was able to manage to get the training facilities and grounds from Fortuna Köln, the third division club here in Germany. They just promoted back to the third division, which is amazing. We play on their fields, on their pitches in Cologne, tournament of HSV fans. Isn't this amazing? I'm
totally.
so much looking forward. Yeah, amazing. So this is the weekend ahead. We will maybe cover it as well in our next episode. And I think with that,
we will at least hear how far our fan club got.
I hope we won the title enough. I hope so, and I will do my best. I will play. So I very much looking forward.
Yeah. Therefore, I think we now concluded everything we have today. Therefore, thank you again, Philipp.
Thank you, Lennart.
Thank you to our listeners, and I hope you will turn in 2 weeks.
That's it. Thank you very much, and hear you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.